Well, the UK Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has denied her plans to crack down on illegal migrants are racist, describing it as a moral mission. Under the new rules, people granted asylum in Britain will only be able to stay temporarily.
Migrants filmed by Sky News piling into overladen boats to get to the UK, drawn by what the Home Office now describes as a golden ticket, an asylum system more generous than other countries in Europe, which the new Home Secretary is promising to tear up.
This is a moral mission for me. I can see that illegal migration is creating division across our country. I can see that it is polarising, it is dividing people and making them estranged from one another. I don't want to stand back and watch that happen in my country. What is happening with our illegal migration system is this is a broken system.
Inspired by the success of Denmark's centre-left Prime Minister at reducing the number of asylum claims to a 40-year low without leaving the European Convention on Human Rights. The changes will see refugee status become temporary and regularly reviewed, with people sent back as soon as their home countries are deemed safe. Currently, refugees typically receive indefinite leave to remain after 5 years. Now they'll have to wait 20 before they can apply, though they may be able to reduce that through work or study. The Home Office also plans to revoke its statutory legal duty to provide asylum support, so those who break the law or have the right to work but choose not to could lose their benefits. Both Reform and the Conservatives want to leave the ECHR and are pledging to deport all illegal arrivals. They don't exactly disagree with today's announcements, but are sceptical of the government's ability to deliver.
What the government has announced, I think, is a combination of very small steps in the right direction, with a few gimmicks as well.
Reform say the government's approach doesn't go far enough.
The only way to stop this madness, the only way to actually have a border, is to leave the ECHR, derogate from every international treaty that stops deportations from happening, and then not just stop the boats, but deport everyone who is in this country illegally.
Shabana Mahmood's hardline diagnosis and treatment echoes arguments we normally hear from the right of politics. Even Nigel Farage says she sounds like a Reform supporter. This is a clear pitch to try and win back some of his voters. But she also has an unflinching message to moderates in her own party, deeply uncomfortable by this tough new approach, saying this is the last chance for a decent mainstream politics. If she fails, something darker will follow. Refugee charities argue the plans are unfair and won't deter genuine asylum seekers.
If you've had to put down roots here, you've paid your taxes, you've played by the rules, you've contributed, you've worked hard, I think saying to you that every 20 months you could get a knock on the door and be taken back to your country against your wishes is pretty harsh, and I don't think it's British decency.
After a week of political chaos, the government hopes Shabana Mahmood's confident approach will get them back on the front foot. But voters have heard many promises on illegal migration. She doesn't have long to deliver. Amanda Akas, Sky News, Westminster.